Alright, so I'm going to show you right now. We're at the feeder, and I'm going to show you the feeder, and I'm going to show you how it goes out through this, all this I've got cleared out, down the trail, down through another pasture, through all those woods to get to the blind. Okay? I'm going to turn, you can see on the ground that the feeder's throwing out the corn. See the corn? Throws out the corn all around here 2 times a day. And I also have this little guy right here on the tree, just for another little, if you know, other ones don't, you know, some of the little ones don't get to eat the big ones, so we won't let them anyway. So now we're going to ride from the feeder right here, okay, through what I've cleared off back here with the bulldozer, through my little, it's a trail, but it ain't, you know, a full-blown trail, but it's the way I've got to get back through my little field. I call it the little field because it's down here and it's just a little strip field, and I've got a stand that I hunt down there that I'll show you when I pull up into the woods, and then I go past that ladder stand, and that's where the blind is, where the doe come up to me. So let's go. I can't really show you through my windshield since it's broke, so I'll just try to hold you out the sides here. About lost my Copenhagen, damn it. That's one thing I need to do, is bring my damn loader back down here and make all this shit nice and flat so it's not so damn bumpy, so I can just fly down the trail. I don't plant much of nothing in this field, so this over there, as you can see, it's kind of like sandy soil. So what grass grows in here, I just let kind of grow. And then over here, I've got it cleared off. Over here, I've got it, as you can see, it's kind of, I cleared it off with my loader, because right there's a spring, and I cleared it off to where it's opened up down there and it has water in it. Can't really see it because all the leaves and stuff on it right there, but the spring head's over there, and I dug it out with a backhoe, so there's fresh water coming in it right here, and the deer come down here and drank and stuff. So I cleared out all this, and like I said, it's like sandy soil, so I can't, you know, I've planted stuff in here before and it grows, but it don't really last. I mean, you can see the deer coming in here. I mean, they come in here, they're all over it. I mean, there's track marks all over the place. If that's not a deer track, I don't know what is. That's a doe right there. So, I mean, they come in here to get the water, and that's where, up there on the hill, right there, I've got a ladder stand that I've had there for probably 2 or 3 years. And I don't hunt it a lot. Some of the deer, like, they come from a thicket back here. It's real thick back here. A lot of pines, and it's like thick, like stuff rabbits can't hardly go through. So there is some deer that come through here, and they'll come across the field going up into the woods where I have the blind, because you've got the oaks and the hardwoods and stuff like that where all the acorns are at. So that's what they go to, versus in the pines there's not a lot of that, and it's all pines back through here on my property, versus all this over here is oaks. And over there where we were just at by the feeder, all the way down there and all the way up there that I had cleared off, that used to be pine timber, but I had it cut because pine beetles were getting in it, so I had no choice. So now we're going to go up that way, and we got to go past that ladder stand, and then we'll go up that way. I got a little trail, and then you'll see my blind that I made out of that pipe, and that's where I sit at sometimes. But this is how you have to get to it from the feeder. got a big tree fell right there. Big boy right there fell. I don't know when that fell. Oh, that was last year, yeah. But I thought myself, that blind was closer down that way, I'd be shit out of luck, because that'd have fell. Limbs probably would have reached the blind if I'd have put it down any further. But anyways, and here's my little hunting blind. And like I said, I'm all woods, and I have to come through that way like I just came, down that way, through the field, up that way, then back up that clear cut where the feeder's at. So the feeder is somewhere through that way. So yeah, you tell me if you see a nice clean shot from the feeder from here. So I would have to get out. I mean, if you want to get technical with it, if you were sitting in the blind, yeah, I mean, tell me if you see some kind of and let me know all you environmentalists out there, let me know if you see any trash, okay? Let me know if you see any trash. Please let me know. Do we see any trash? Please let me know. Any trash? Any trash anywhere here? No? Oh my God, what happened? What the hell? Like I said, it's 2 or 3 pieces of damn shit that I had out for bait. What the hell? Fucking people. Anyway, so this is my little blind, and I've got it set up. I don't know if you can see it, but right down there, there's a fence, and then there's a little road I've got cut down through there too. Since the leaves have fell and start falling, you can't see nothing. There's a little dirt road I've got cut down through there with my loader, but there's a hog wire fence. That's some of the pasture that the horses are up there, up on the very top where that grass field is. But all this down in this bottom holler is all oaks and stuff like that. And for some reason, the deer funnel, you know, it's like a natural funnel down through here. There's also, right down there in the middle, there's another spring that runs from over there right down through here all the way over there out to, hell, I don't even know where it goes. I haven't even followed it that far. But anyways, a lot of the deer come literally right this side of me, right down through here, right down that way, and then right up that other, you go down the hill kind of to the creek, and then it goes back up another hill, and then down up a hill, and then down another little hill, and then it flattens out, goes out to the pasture. Now that's a pasture that way, not the pasture we just come from, back that way, over that way, and then that way where the feeder's at. So yeah, but most of them that I've seen through my blind, like if I'm sitting in my blind, this is the front opening hole, like out through here, this is what I see. And most of the deer are walking, coming by me, or crossing down right down through here, going that way. So they're right out in here walking. So that's where my shots are, from here to, you know, I'd say down there, probably, I don't, you know, let's just say 60 yards, 70 yard shots, most of them. I have hit one. If you see that middle oak tree right there where my finger's at, right there past it, through those two right there, right past that, about another 20 yards, I did shoot a doe. Been about 3 years ago. I shot a doe right through there. So that's been the longest shot that I've tucked from here out of that, because most of them, like I said, they just like, they funnel right past me, and then they go down there, and they either like keep walking straight across and then go up that ridge and then down the other one, or they come from over here and cross down the funnel like where the creek is, and then up the ridge in front. It's like, so it's kind of like there's a hill down the creek, and then it goes back up on the other side, you know, about 150 yards over there, it goes back up. So that's why I put the blind here, because I put a camera out here and it had activity crazily. Like, I mean, does, bucks, I mean, everything was, raccoons, everything was out here. And like on the feeder, I've got a camera. Yeah, deer go to it, there's bucks go to it and everything like that, but I don't hunt over there at the feeder. I don't have any stands over there, and I don't have anything where I can see that open grass field where I was just shooting the gun either. So I prefer to hunt. I just like hunting in the woods like this. The only like open thing that I've got to hunt is back over there, and the little ladder stand we just come up on, in that little open thing where I've got that cleared out for the water. That's like the only little open thing I have to hunt. Other than that, I prefer to hunt like in the woods. So, and I've got this blind, and I had this big piece of pipe, and I saw it, and it was a solid piece of pipe, and I said, I just had the idea one day. I said, I'm just gonna take my angle grinder or whatever I had, my torch, whatever hell I had that day, and just cut me a hole out of the back and cut me 3 little windows, and then put a piece of plywood over the top of it and then paint it, and it's the perfect little thing to sit in. And it is. I mean, look at it. It's perfect. It keeps the rain off of me. It's solid as shit. It keeps the wind off of you. It keeps a lot of your scent down. And I've got a piece of that camouflage net cloth that I'm gonna tack up across the back of this and hang over the back of it here in the next day or two, because it is hunting season. And I've been once or twice, and I've seen a few. I mean, I already could have laid a few down, but like I said, I only take what I need, and that's it. I don't take anything else. And I pick my stuff choosingly. Like, I'm not gonna sit in this blind and then a doe walk out right here in front of me, and I can tell that it's probably a yearling, and I pop it. Yeah, that's going to be your best meat, because it's going to be tender and it's going to be the best meat by far. But I'm going to pass it up and probably shoot something, just because that's how I am. I'm going to shoot something that's a little bit older. That's just how I am. I mean, I know people that will literally shoot stuff that has been born this year that have just got the spots knocked off of them. But I'm not that type of person. So, you know, to each their own. Like I said, this is my land. I hunt the way I want. I live the way I want. You know, I eat what I kill. We have chickens. We got horses. We got some cows. You know, all that stuff it's a farm. It's how I was raised. It's life. It's not nothing trophy for me. Yeah, I've got a few for where I live at in Georgia. I'm like a hour and a half away from Atlanta if you're booking it down I-20. So from where I live at, if you get a damn 10-pointer or 12-pointer, like what I've got, 1 or 2 of them, yeah, I mean, that's big for around here. We don't have no damn Boone and Crockett's walking around where I live at. Now down South Georgia, stuff like that, and out Illinois and all that, that's where all your big shit is. But where I live at, it's mostly does, and the bucks you see, like I said, I've got one buck on camera this year. He's only a 6-pointer, but he's literally so wide and tall, it is unreal. And you can tell he's got to be probably 4.5 years old, and he's heavy. Like, he's probably got to be close to 200 pounds. He's just massive, but he's just a 6-pointer, but he's like literally wide. He's so wide out past his ears and tall, it's unreal. Then I've got a nice 8-pointer that looks like he might be, I don't know, 3, 4. And then I've got another one that's nice, big, tall, wide, but he's a 7-pointer. And then other than that, I've got stuff that happen when people don't understand about the important part of hunting. And the important part of hunting is, you know, there's a hunting season to regulate the population, because if it gets out of control, you're supposed to have a buck to doe ratio, you know, a certain buck to doe ratio. Let's say like 2 bucks per every 5 does or something. I don't know exactly what the hell it's supposed to be, but you know what I'm getting at. So you're supposed to have that way you don't get mixed up genes and bad genes down the line. Okay? And what I mean by that is, these deer don't know in their head, like humans and shit, whatnot. They don't know when they go mating with each other that they're mating with their sister or their brothers, but whatever. They don't know none of that. They just know if a buck's in rut and they see a doe, and that doe's willing to, you know, let it do its thing, it's going to do it. And it could be literally from the same mother, and it's basically the brother and the sister mating. Then what happens from that, if you get a buck out of that, you get these scrub bucks that have literally, like I've got 3 on camera this year, and all they have is, one of them has 2 tines straight up in the air, about 6 inches long on both sides, no brow tines, just 2 tines straight up in the air, ugly as shit, puny, skinny, wrong, you know, just needs to be gone, because if he breeds with a doe, then he's going to pass his genetics right on down the line. And then I've got another one, he's got 2 on one side, and then he's got 1 on one side with 1 brow tine, no brow tine on the other side. I mean, it's messed up genetics, all because of the population. If there wasn't a hunting season, all these people say, well, I've got 15 and 20 in my yard every morning, and it's just so every year it's more. That's why. I mean, they like back in the day around like Fulton County Airport and stuff, they had to pay people to go on it sometimes at night and stuff and shoot deer, because there was so many damn deer on the runway. There were planes crashing trying to land, hitting the damn deer. That's what I'm saying. Everybody wants to say, you know, if you do this for sport and blah 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 blah, you should be ashamed. And if I don't do this for sport, because you know, I'm not one of them people. I've never paid to go, you know what I'm saying? I've never paid no $4,000 and $5,000 to go on no damn big ass hunting trip, and I'm not going to. And I ain't never been out of the state hunting besides Alabama, and it's just about like here. I think some of those deer that I run off are coming back, but anyways, it's just about like here. So, you know, around here, you know, like I said, I kill 2 or 3 deer a year, and that's it. And I eat them. I eat the meat, all the meat that I can eat off of them, and you know, I feed them year round. There's corn out in that feeder over there at all times through hunting season and not hunting season. But I can physically not see it from where I'm hunting out on my property. There's a deer right over there. Hold on. He's way over there. Hold on. Where'd he go? I don't know if I can even zoom in close enough to get him. He's over there on that next ridge. Let me see if I squat down beside my 4-wheeler real quick. Hold on. I saw 2, and then I saw the one come through the 2 trees, but I didn't see the other one. And the wind right now is in my face, so they shouldn't wind me, I don't think. I don't even know what time it is. It's probably about 4 o'clock. Hell, it might be later, I don't know. But that's what I'm saying. Like, I just come up the dirt road. I run 3 of them, 2 of them across the road, and then 3 of them up through these woods right here. They run right up through this hill before I could get my camera on them. Then I literally just went over in that field I come from, shot those pistols, 2 magazines through each one of them, and now the deer are literally coming back across the dirt road from the other side of the woods into these woods already. I wish that joker would get close enough where I could zoom in and you could see it. It looked like it was a little doe, but I couldn't, like I said, I just seen it go across the tree and go through the tree, and he's over there on that ridge that's like zoomed in. He's over there on that ridge. But I don't know where he went, or where it went, I should say. I can hear it walking. But it's going slow, it's taking its time. Over top of that ridge instead of coming down towards the creek. I don't know. You can see they're a pretty good ways away though. Sounds like something's coming towards my right now on the other side of my 4-wheeler. Over that way. Shit, I don't know. Like I said, I ain't even out here hunting. I just got a camo jacket on, an orange sweater, because it's cool right now in Georgia. For us it is. I mean, a lot of you people up north are probably like, y'all are idiots. But for us, when it, you know, it's 40 degrees, it's cool to us, and especially at night. It's been getting down, it's good hunting weather right now. These last 2 days, it's been down in the 30s at night. So like right at daylight, it's like 30 degrees actual temperature. Feels like 28 is what it was like this morning. I'm planning to go, if everything goes right, I'm planning to go tomorrow morning. And more than likely, I'm going to sit right there in my little blind, or in that stand back there behind me, maybe. I don't know. Depends on what the conditions are like. If it's a little windy, then I'll probably sit in the blind. If it's not, I might sit in the stand. I've got another stand. It's not, it's not in the woods right now, but I've got another one, and I'm thinking about taking it and putting it over there on that ridge where I just had the camera zoomed in on, or putting it like down there on the bottom side of the ridge, because the deer that I just saw were like up here on the ridge walking like that way. So I'm thinking about putting it like right down there, kind of my finger out there, right down there, like on them trees down in there. I can put it on any tree I want. It's a climbing stand, but I've got a ladder stand also that I can hang up. I just like, I like using ladder stands more than climbing stands, because sometimes I'll I'll bring people with me. Like I like bringing little ones with me that want to learn, or see it, and so a lot of the ladder stands I have, the two that I have right now, are 2-person stands, so they can actually get up in the stand with me and sit, and if they're wanting to, they can take their first shot at a deer. I love trying to take a kid or anybody that wants to go hunting, just even if they just want to go and sit with me, that's fine. It makes me feel good to take somebody out and show them, like, this is what it is, this is what it's about. Even if you don't kill anything or see anything, it's just something about sitting in the woods and just like, you ain't thinking about no damn phone. You're not thinking about nothing. You're just sitting here looking at the trees, the squirrels. I mean, you're just like, I'm gonna tell you, it's so peaceful and everything like that. Like, it's mesmerizing to the point where sometimes it's hard not to fall asleep. But most of the time you've got some kind of action that's keeping your adrenaline going to where you're not gonna close your eyes. Even if you see a doe walk by you, boy, your heart, I don't care how long you've been hunting and how many deer you've killed, if you're in a stand or on a ground blind or just sitting on the ground on a stump by a tree and you see a deer and it's coming close to you or whatever, it don't matter if it's the littlest deer you've ever seen, your heart starts pumping like the first time you ever saw a deer in your life and took a shot. I don't guess those ones on that ridge are gonna come down this way. I don't know what the hell's walking over here to the other side of me, but it kind of sounds like squirrels. I don't see nothing. Oh, shit. Anyways, I guess I'll end this video here. I got to go feed some chickens and some cows. Yee.